with agricultural news, information, interviews, in-depth weather, and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny and absolutely gorgeous good morning to you. I hope your day's going well for you, wherever you might be. We've got partly sunny skies. Started the morning off with some haze, but it is just beautiful out there. If you have a chance, get out, walk around the building, whatever. Get out of the house, get out of wherever you are, and enjoy. Take a deep breath of fresh air. It is just a gorgeous day. Look at this, 56 degrees right now at the airport, 58 here at Radio Center. Downtown Midland is at 57. Downtown Bay City is looking at 56 right now. We have a southwest breeze at 10, so light breeze. We'll pick up a little bit more speed as we go into the afternoon, but not much. I'm not anticipating anything more really than about 15 miles per hour. Eventually, though, it is going to be moving a little bit more westerly. And then tonight it'll be northerly, and we'll tell you why all that's going to happen in just a moment. 29.85 and steady is the barometric pressure. We're going to see that barometer drift its way down over the next 24 hours because we have not one but two low pressure systems that will be affecting our weather. We're looking at a strip of hazy clouds that runs pretty much from Saginaw Bay right down into the southwest corner of the lower peninsula. And then you take a look a little bit further to the west, and there are some pretty heavy strips of rain moving into southern Wisconsin, northern portions of Illinois. We're looking at a low pressure system, which is well to the south right now. It's going to be located over Oklahoma. It's forming right now. It'll be over Oklahoma in its formed state as we go into the nighttime hours, and it'll be moving into Missouri as we move into the morning hours tomorrow morning. And then eventually what's going to happen is not only are we going to see a lot more clouds, that'll be later on this afternoon and tonight, but we're going to begin to see some precipitation move in. And as we go through the day tomorrow, we're going to see that precipitation increase as far as coverage is concerned and amount. So by Friday night, we could have a pretty decent rain shower move into the Great Lakes Bay region into the morning hours on Saturday. Some of you, I don't think you're going to get a thunder shower, but you're just going to get a steady rain. So we could pick up a little bit here. But quite seriously, I think we do need a nice shower to kind of clean things up just a little bit. I don't know if you've noticed it or not, but if you take a look at the pavement or you take a look at the roadways, there's like a dirty film on the roads. And that is because we have had such strong gusty winds over the past week to 10 days. Coupled that with snow, the snow has melted and it's left the dirt there. So we do need something to kind of power wash our roadways and kind of clean things up just a little. It's going to take more, I think, than what we will be getting over the next couple of days. But one thing is for sure, today is going to be the best day we will see until we move into the second half of the weekend. I think Sunday looks to be pretty much sunny. We're not going to be as warm. We'll be about 55, 56 degrees, but that's okay. We're going to be looking at least some sunshine. And then Sunday night, we're not really going to be looking at much of anything in the way of issues with the cloud cover. It is going to drop down to freezing on Sunday night, and it'll also be freezing temperatures on Saturday night. Today, 64 for a high. Clouds will be on the increase. A spotty shower late as a front will be sliding through the Great Lakes Bay region after 2-3 o'clock this afternoon. So that's going to change our wind direction coming out of the west, but still not any strong gusty winds. And then tonight, we'll see a high pressure over Minnesota, and that is going to generate some north winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And we're going to begin to get a mix of precipitation late tonight and into the morning hours tomorrow morning. Now, tomorrow, we'll be lucky to hit 40 degrees for a high, and our low tomorrow night will be 36. It'll be a wet day for the most part, wetter in the afternoon than it will be in the morning and the evening. We'll have that northeast breeze as the low pressure system over Missouri will be moving into Indianapolis late tomorrow night. And then during the day on Saturday, clouds, a shower. Low pressure will be over the Cleveland area, so that's why we're going to see a north and a northeast breeze during the day on Saturday. But then as we go through the day, we're going to see things clear out. So we're looking for a nice day on Sunday. Monday right now looks to be cloudy. Tuesday is going to be cloudy, and we'll have a pretty good chance of rain shower activity later on Tuesday in the afternoon and Tuesday night, and rain showers once again on Wednesday. High temperatures, middle 50s on Monday, 50 degrees on Tuesday, upper 40s on Wednesday. But throughout this period, still, we're going to be looking at above average on the temperatures, at least through a good part of the work week next week. I think next weekend, we're going to actually see temperatures below average, but all the way through this period above average on the moisture. So very active pattern. It is going to generate some cooler temperatures, then warm up a little bit, and then cooler once again. But again, when we talk about below average, that could very possibly be 46, 47, 48 degrees, because average by the end of March is going to be 49, 50 degrees. Right now, it's 43 in the afternoon, 26 at night. The record high in this date, and this is worth noting, 80 degrees, and that was set 10 years ago in 2012. We had 5 straight days in 2012 where we broke record highs here in the Great Lakes Bay region. 80 degrees today, tomorrow 73, then on the 19th, 80 degrees, on the 20th, 83 degrees, and on the 21st, 87 degrees. And that was the warmest ever for a March in recorded history here in the immediate Saginaw area. And again, all of those were set in 2012. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast, including we'll chit-chat a little bit about the full moon, which is officially tomorrow morning at 3:20, but I'm sure many of you saw it early this morning. It was just absolutely gorgeous. It's called the worm moon, the full worm moon. And again, more on all of that in a moment. We've got Melinda standing by over at the Andersons. We'll be talking to her in just a moment. But before we do that, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound-up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency. You know, they can protect you against all those bad things out there that could happen as you plant your crops and try to baby them along for a profitable harvest. But also you can take advantage of the good things. It's called risk management. And that's what the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency is all about. Remember, they're licensed to serve all of Michigan with both conventional and organic crop insurance. You can get a hold of their agents on their cell, or if you got questions or emergencies, give them a call on the cell or call the Reese office, 989-868-4722. We say good morning to Melinda Sweeney. How are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, not too bad. I was talking about the full moon. Did you have a chance to see it this morning?
I did not.
It was really bright. I mean, that was the brightest thing going right now. It's called the full worm moon, and it's also called the sugar moon. The reason for that, maple syrup, right?
Oh, yep.
The wind strong moon, it's called that because usually this time of the year we have some gusty storms that move through. And get a load of this. I did not know this, but it's also called the sore eyes moon. And the reason why is because in the Dakotas, that's what they call it, because the moon is so bright and it reflects off of that sun, and you actually are off of the snow, and you actually can burn your eyes if you're staring a little too much.
Sounds a little dangerous.
Sounds a whole lot dangerous. Also called the Lenten moon for a really good reason. It is the Lenten season. So, but yeah, the Indians, all sorts of Native Americans had many different names for it. But basically, it was called the worm moon because you began to see some earthworms. You began to see some of the bugs coming out of hibernation and hatching and that sort of stuff. So that's why they called it that. So I don't know if the worm moon is the reason for the markets doing what they're doing, but let's find out. What are they doing right now, Melinda?
Corn is up 22 cents. Beans are up 14 and wheat's up 27. But with that, wheat was down 85 cents yesterday.
So we're trying to recover just a little bit. Any particular reason or reasons why they're doing what they're doing?
Yeah, all eyes are still on Russia and Ukraine. Yesterday, it sounded like the tensions were easing a little bit. I feel like a lot of short-term speculators were hopping out of the market yesterday and trying to recover their position, and the market's trying to figure itself out. Today too was still, coming back a little higher than where we ended yesterday.
So right now, what are our producers looking at on the board at the Andersons?
Yeah, right now nearby corn is $6.83. New crop corn is $5.94. Be a good time to put some target orders in. If you're looking for the $6 mark, you might be able to capitalize that. Nearby beans are $16.26. New crop beans are $14.13. Nearby wheat, $9.97, and then new crop wheat is at $9.50.
All right. One more day. I got a funny feeling we got a few more coming, don't you?
Right. Yep. Everyone can enjoy a green beer with the green markets today.
Hey, there you go. Melinda, take care. Have a good one, okay?
You too.
All right. A little bit more as far as what the markets are doing. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer has the latest for us. The market report brought to you by the folks at Steiner Tractor Parts, new parts for old tractors. They know that you want to get that tractor ready to go because you need it to work for you. Or even better yet, some folks have been dabbling away with the tractor because they want to show it off this summer and they need a part or two. Steiner Tractor can take care of that for you. 800-234-3280 or go to steinertractor.com. Market report also brought to you by the folks at the Frankenmuth Credit Union. They do have lines of credit, equipment loans, financing for purchasing land, credit cards, and more. All you got to do is take a look at their website and see how they can be your hometown financial solution. frankenmuthcu.org. Doug, good morning.
Good morning.
What are we looking at now?
Well, quite a strong bounce in everything, but it really seemed to be centered around crude oil right off the bat, being up almost $7 today. I'm kind of thinking that was an oversold situation yesterday. Gasoline setting around $3.16 on the wholesale, so $3.81 or so on the retail might be reasonable. They're not close yet, so they got some room to wiggle room, so to speak. I heard Hunter's looking for $1 million loan to pay off the IRS debt that he's got. I'm sure somebody from Russia might come up with that or something.
Well, you might have to sell a couple more paintings, huh?
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, who knows? That's way above my pay grade. Here's your numbers. The May corn is 753.5, up 23.5. December corn is 644.5, up 14 3/4. September 23 corn is 587.5, up 11 cents. The May wheat is May soybeans 1664.5, up 15 1/4. December wheat is 1466 3/4, up 6 1/2. And then let's see here, where am I? July. July of 23 wheat is 1097 1/4. That's up 28. Over to wheat. May wheat 1097 1/4, up 28. And the December wheat is 989 3/4, up 42. And then July of 23 wheat is 843, up 41 3/4. So crude oil is $100.55, up $6.96 a barrel. The heating oil is $326.63, up 29.5 cents. Gasoline is $315.43, up 16.5. Natural gas is $5. That's up 22.5. Canadian dollar, the U.S. dollar gets you $1.2653 at the border. That's down 23 ticks. The yen is at 118.60, down 12 ticks. The euro is at 110.97, up 65 ticks. The dollar's at 98.08, down 54 ticks. Gold's at 1942.50, up 34.50. Silver's at 25.65, up 97 cents. And platinum's at 1030.70, up 22.60.
All right. Just another day in paradise, right?
Yeah, Friday's tomorrow. We'll see.
Okay. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thanks. Yep.
All right, Doug. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Right after this, Jerry Samolsky will be joining us.
Looking for a career where every day is different? Got a knack for working on farm equipment? We're looking to grow our team. Hudson Inc., your local John Deere dealer, is responsible for keeping farmers of America running. Honest, dependable, and self-reliant mechanical technicians is who we are looking for. Hudson provides continuing education, tool allowances, and benefits. If you're interested in becoming a part of the Hudson team, go online and search Hudson Inc. Careers for more information.
Mr. Farmer, does the cost of fertilizer have your head spinning? Maybe it's time to look for alternatives. Now's the time to see what Dairy Dew can do for you. Dairy Dew? Dairy Dew offers compost blends made with chicken manure, gypsum, and several other natural ingredients that will bring health back into your fields. As a matter of fact, Dairy Dew features a mix of compost blends, granulated fertilizers, and liquids that will help to restore nutrients and good biology to your soils. No matter if you're a conventional farmer or organic farmer, Dairy Dew is for you. Dairy Dew liquids like Kelpful and MCI Corn Starter will benefit your plants. The soil health experts at Morgan Composting have been helping farmers with their soil health for over 25 years. Put that expert know-how to work for you. Don't let today's fertilizer costs get you down. Now you know the best option. Learn more by visiting dairydew.com. Get your orders placed now for spring. Put Dairy Dew to work for you.
Healthy plants come from healthy soil. Healthy soil comes from Dairy Dew.
Jerry Samolsky joining me right now from Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Jerry, it's beautiful out there today, isn't it?
It sure is, Terry. And I've been just banging on this trimming thing. Now is time. Get out there. Pretty soon, we're going to be too late for oaks and elms. So get out there now. And if you do trim and it's a little bit late, don't do it again. Not on oaks and elms, but if the maples and birch and some other things have a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of sap oozing, that's okay. Not a big deal. Don't be concerned. So let's get out there. Make sure we get to that pruning. And we always talk about good weather to get out. It looks like the next week is going to be pleasant weather to be outside and get some work done.
I think so. Jerry, take care. Have a good one, all right?
Yes, sir.
Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. I know some of you have been enjoying fish fries on Friday night. Others of you wish you could. Fish is kind of short right now, according to Lakin Williams, who's the owner of Bayport Fish Company.
that is the case already. We're not even open, and I'm hearing not good things about the spring fishery, especially with cod and pollock. Their quota did get decreased this year, which doesn't help, their situation at all when you're getting 15% less catch. Obviously, there's going to be less available on the market for the consumer. But they're facing other struggles. They have supply chain issues, and just like over here, labor. It's hard to find, a help that's reliable right now. So we're seeing a lot of, fish fries call us and try to figure out something as cheap as the cod and the pollock were. And Great Lakes fish, they're not that cheap, cod and pollock is like one of the cheapest fishes you can get. So, and they're good tasting. So if they're not available, unfortunately, I think a lot of these churches aren't going to do fish fries because I'm not sure their customers or patrons would pay double for a meal. And that's sad. That makes me sad because these are traditions that have gone on for generations.
So what you're looking at Bayport Fish Company is very possibly a shortage of fishermen.
There used to be hundreds of us just fishing in Saginaw Bay in the early 60s. And now there is 5 of us in Saginaw Bay that fish all over the state of Michigan for state licensed fishermen like ourselves. There's 16 of us who have license, and only 13 of us fish full time for a living. So you're talking way a small percentage of what used to be a commercial fishery. And that has to do with a lot more regulations being put on since Howard Tanner was in charge of the DNR, which actually pushed a lot of fishermen out. There was some buyouts that happened, in the 60s and the 70s of fishermen. DNR wanted, their nets gone out of this area for sports fishermen, so they would offer them a dollar amount, and a lot of fishermen took it because if you know the history at all in the Great Lakes, the 60s and 70s were a pretty big decline for walleye and lake trout. So the fishermen weren't allowed to fish those anymore after they entered the rehabilitation stage for those fish. The state did. And they're still on our commercial license right now, but still by DNR order, we are not allowed to fish them, even though they're restored. So it's frustrating for the 13 of us left, who are most of us are all focused on whitefish. That's not a good thing, and we know that. We shouldn't be focused on one fish. We should be spreading our catch out with a couple different species that are thriving, But the DNR right now aren't currently looking to help us at all with this solution. They're on the sports fisherman side, which is against us. Unfortunately, they don't want us sharing the waters. They don't want us feeding Michigan, healthy Great Lakes, Michigan fish. I've had sports fishermen tell me they can go to Canada and buy it. And I'm like, oh, no. What is that? That's not good for the Michigan economy. We want to buy local.
And again, the Bayport Fish Company, they are going to be open for business here within the next couple of weeks. We'll keep you posted on that. Along with me, Steve Anderson from Baird & Company. Steve, let's go fishing in New York. What's going on right now?
Well, they got a little bit of the wearing of the green going today for St. Patrick's Day, but not all of it. Dow Jones Industrial Average is ahead by 47 points right now, putting it at 34,110, volume 376 million shares. The NASDAQ is positive by a point, putting it at 13,436. That was easy for me to say. On 445 million shares. Locally, Caterpillar 219.17 up 309, Deere 394.90 up 670, CMS 66.99 up 52, Dow 62.01 up 237, DuPont 75 and a quarter up 101, Corteva 55.39 up 63, GM 43.17 down 68, Trinzio 48.31 up 77, Walmart 144.27 down 52, Home Depot 329.20 down 171, Huntington Bank 15.02 down a quarter, and AT&T is down 9 cents at 23.80. 10.
Steve Anderson, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Terry. You do the same. Bye-bye.
I will. Bye-bye. Steve Anderson over at Baird & Company.
Are you tired of rising prices? Are you looking for an inflation-free zone? Hi, I'm Steve Cook from Cook Chevrolet Buick and Vassar, where we've put inflation on hold. That's right, our great lease payments from last month have stayed the same. Chevy Blazer leases are still as low as $229 a month. Chevy Equinox leases are still starting at an incredible $216 a month. And even better, Silverado crew cab payments are still only $280 a month, but now include $1,000 of accessories at no extra charge. Tonneau covers or running boards or whatever you choose, only $280 a month. That's the Cook GM Superstore, M15 Top of the Hill in Vassar.
Payments based on GM employee and family lease, 10,000 miles per year and includes all rebates. $27.48 on Equinox, $28.73 on Blazer, $29.12 on Silverado due at signing.
GM Superstore.
Call or visit us online at cookchevybuick.com. Chevy, find new roads.
Farm Service has been brought to you today by the folks at Quality Roasting of Reese, purchasing local soys, processing local beans, and marketing local Exceller meal, which is a high bypass soybean meal for your dairy herd. Back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW-FM, Carlton.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Rocket Mortgage.
I'm Steve Kathan. Condemnation grows